Hi, guys. It's Marlene. I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life, and welcome to the Sunday Talks show. Today, we're going to be talking about friendship. What are the signs of a good friend? And it's an open panel. You're welcome to come up on the panel and let's talk about it. But of course, before I get started, I have to thank you to my members of the Best Life crew. My members are Beverly Black, Boss Life Online, Tony Clopton, Melissa King My Econ, Van Life with Gina, Edward Smart, Tracy Ocean Fire 777, Be Amazing Sylvia, Marlin Music Channel, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, Pandy's Hair Candy and More, Dynamis Sound Mind Services, and Bozo Calvin Jr. You are all welcome to join membership. Just click that join button. So, of course, guys, before we even get into our topic, we have to start with the Best Life Crew channel song. Welcome, everybody. Like and share me out. Welcome.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. It's Marlene here. How are you doing? Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I welcome you here. Come on in the door. It's a room for everybody to join in on the discussion. I'm feeling really great. I hope you are too. Hope you're ready to receive this topic. Today, I wanted to talk about friendships with you guys. So, before I get started in all of that, I have to welcome everybody who's in the chat. Thanks, guys, for being here. So, first in, Boss Life Online. Hey, Boss Life Online, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Hey, Paula, welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I hope you're doing good. Hey, Edward, welcome. How are you doing today? Who else do I see? I think that's it for now. If I missed anybody, I apologize. So, yeah, guys, welcome in. I hope you're doing great. Today, I decided I wanted to do the topic about friendship. I'm going to drop a link, and you guys are always welcome to come up on the panel, voice your thoughts. Tell me how you're feeling about friendship. What do you think is the qualities of a good friend? What makes a good friend? Let me know that too. So I'm dropping the link, and yeah, you guys can come up. So I'm going to get started. First of all, I found some information on this topic, 13 essential traits of good friends. But before I get into all of that, of course, I'm going to start off with me saying, first of all, to get a good friend, we have to be a good friend as well. I think a lot of times we kind of expect people to be a great friend to us, but we have to also look at our own selves in the mirror. Are we good friends to others as well? That's really important. We want to be a good friend to get good friendships. So one of the things that I really like about friendship is having somebody that you can trust. And that's very important. I think in any and all relationships, once you don't have trust, trust is like essential to a good friendships. So I'm going to start off with, I think trust is like the number one thing. And after that is respect. We have to respect each other's thoughts. Sometimes you may not agree and you may not like what somebody else says. Yeah, somebody else may be thinking what somebody else's opinion, and it's okay. A lot of people don't understand. They with their strong-minded opinions, they may think their opinion is the only opinion, and that is not true. I'm so glad, Paula. Yeah, you guys welcome each other in. Yes, Paula, if you want a friend, you have to be a good friend. Yeah, has to be reciprocated, or it just becomes one-sided, and nobody wants to always be the giver. We want to receive as well, don't we? I know I do. I like to get good friends, but I try to be a good friend too. Yep, we do, Paula. Yes. So after being trustworthy, I think it's important to be honest. So many people in friendships, they look for a person to be their friend, but they're not honest from the beginning. What is your goal in the friendship? What are you seeking to gain? Because let's be honest, all of us in our relationships, we are seeking to gain something. What are you looking to gain from your friendship? And you should be honest from the beginning. This is what I like to do. This is what I don't like. This is what I expect from a friend. You have to say things up front so people will know boundaries. Boundaries are very important in friendships, because if you don't have a set of rules, or you don't let people know where they stand with you, what you're going to put up with and what you won't, then people just approach you with all kinds of foolishness, and that is not what we want. You kind of avoid some hurt and heartache by just being upfront from the very beginning, and you'll be happy, and they will be too, because you did not trying to think of the word, you didn't deceive. We don't want to start off any friendship in deceit. Hey, Anita, how are you? Welcome. Sunday blessings to you as always. I hope you're doing well. Yes. So it's so true. As a friend, you have to have the ability to listen. Okay, Edward. Yes, that's a very important quality. I would also say the ability to listen respectfully, because sometimes somebody can be telling you something and you want to say something bad. You may not agree with it, but it's important in friendships to not over talk the other person, even if you may not agree with it. We have to, there's a saying from a long time ago that you have two ears. My dad used to tell me this all the time. You have two ears and you have one mouth. So you need to learn to listen 2 times more than you speak. And that definitely is an art form. It's an art form to just listen more than you talk. So you have to you have to learn how to have those qualities. You have to learn to listen and not just hear, because people will always say, I heard you. Hearing and listening is not the same thing. It is not the same thing to hear and to listen. You can hear a lot of things, but when you're listening so as to have a response to what somebody else is saying. You're like, okay, they said this, they said this, they said this. Now this is what I'm going to say back. So be respectful of others by being a good listener. Good thought, Edward. Welcome in, James. How are you? Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I hope you're doing great. Yes, guys. So I'm going to get started. And as always, I'm putting the link. You guys are always open to come up on the panel and tell me your things. If you have a story, something you want to share about friendships, what do you think is a good friend? What are some good qualities in friendships? You're more than welcome to come up on the panel. So I'm going to get started with this. I found this information from Psychology Today, and it is 13 essential traits of good friends. The first one is I am trustworthy. And I'll stop right there. To want a person to be trustworthy to us, are we also being trustworthy? You have to have an honest evaluation. Are you telling people this, but is that really who you are? Is that really what you want? When you show up to the table for any relationship, especially friendships, we have to show that we can be trustworthy, and that that other person can also be, are they trustworthy as well? Don't let people manipulate you and use you. And I know that that's in the line more of people who are narcissists, manipulators, users. I did that in a previous talk show, if you want to take a look at that. But yeah, we have to be trustworthy people. If people cannot trust you, then a relationship really is basically over. Who would want to have a friend that they can't trust anything that they say? They can't believe it. And also, in being trustworthy is also being honest with yourself, being honest with that person, letting people know when they you like something, when you don't like something, but do it in a respectful way. You know, we are all adults, and as adults, I know sometimes even when people make you mad, when people disappoint you, it's easy to fly off the handle. But don't go that route. Go the positive route and say, when you did X, Y, and Z, this is how it made me feel. And this is why I don't like it. That's the way that you approach another adult. That shows that you're mature, that you're responsible. And one of the other points about being a good friend is, you know, you have to learn how to communicate. Communication style is very different with different people because, you know, men communicate a certain way, women communicate another way. Some people don't like to talk a lot, they hold things in. But effective communication is the basis of a good friendship. If you can't communicate with somebody, let somebody know how you're feeling, let somebody know when they disappoint you, let somebody know when you need support. It's a give and take. You have to communicate, they have to communicate, and then the friendship will go well, I think. What do you guys think about that? I think communication is vital. If you don't have communication, I don't think that the relationship is going to succeed. It's not going to last. Okay, number 2 from psychology today. I am honest with others. Yes, so this is 13 traits of a good friendship. So if you are honest with others, isn't that it goes with the same token? We expect others to be honest with us. How you show up at the table, like there's a saying that how you start a relationship is how the relationship is going to continue. If you started a relationship in dishonesty, in no trust, in no communication, you can't expect these things to improve over time. It's only going to get worse. So if you start off a friendship and the friend doesn't communicate or talk with you, they don't respect you, they're not communicating, they're not kind, they're not honest with you, it's not a good start. Okay, Paula says, even if you are a good friend, both of you should talk and listen, being honest and seeing what is wrong. I've had this happen. I can boil like a pot when someone tries to mold me. Yeah, I understand that, Paula. Yeah, you should talk. You should talk and you should listen. And that's essential what Paula says. You have to listen. It's not just talking and sharing what you think, what your opinions are. And we can think very strongly about things, right? We can say, this is how we feel, and you're just going off and saying how you feel, but you're not taking time to pull back and listen. Communication is opening up, talking things honestly, but also stopping and listening to someone else's opinion. We don't always have to agree with what somebody else says. It's okay. It's okay to have different opinions and to still be friends. And Paula also says, yeah, you boil like a pot when someone tries to mold you. Yeah, I can understand that, Paula. It's been hard for me over the years to tell people how I felt. Now I need to cool it a little. Yeah. it's hard for you to tell how you feel. Yeah, that's the reason why everybody's communication style is different. Everyone communicates effectively. Some people want to tell you everything, kind of like in a control, I wouldn't say controlling way, but they feel that things have to be this way, and it doesn't. In friendships, you have to let people have their own personality, do things in their own style, and be able to receive that. But if you feel that someone is being disrespectful to you, being unkind, that's when you have to draw the line and communicate. I feel like you're not being respectful to me. You're not giving me the support that I think that I need, because I think I support you, but I don't think I'm receiving it back. We have to stop thinking that people can be mind readers. I think that happens a lot in friendships. We expect people to just know what we're thinking. Just, you know, like, we've been friends for a long time, you should know. And if you do not speak it, if you do not communicate with an individual and tell people whatever it is, I don't like when you do this. But also, in friendships, we have to celebrate each other as well. When your friend is doing well, when they've made changes, when things happen, that's good for them. Learn to celebrate and appreciate one another. I think a lot of times we lean on each other, in friendships when we have the hard times, but also, are you there with them to celebrate in their good times? It's important to have a balance in friendships. It can't always be down, or like, let's be honest, who wants to be around somebody and it's always negative and it's always down? We want to be encouraging and supporting of one another as well. Thank you for that point, Paula. So number 3, I am generally very dependable. So that's the third point from Psychology Today, 13 traits of a good friend. I am generally very dependable. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, am I a dependable person? Am I responsible? Do I keep my word? When I say I'm going to do something, do I really do it? Am I do I fulfill what I say I'm going to do? And that's part of a good friendship. When you say something, don't say something that you know that you can't do, you can't give, and you can't be. If you know you really don't like something, be honest from the beginning and tell your friend that, I know that that's what you want and that's what you like, but I don't really feel comfortable with that. I don't really like that. Being honest from the beginning also shows that you not only respect yourself, but you respect your friend. Because it's much worse if you tell your friend, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'll be there for you, I'll support you, and later on you blow them off. You don't give them a call, you don't show up. You have to, be who you say you are and fulfill it, or people will just not want to be your friend. And I think sometimes we wonder why people aren't there for us and wonder why people don't support us. But in the same token, are you being a good friend? Are you being dependable? Are you being responsible? Are you being reliable? And sometimes you've got to be honest, sometimes maybe you're just not, and you have to receive that and accept it and do better. Yes, exactly, Anita. Boss Life Online says, yes, I am dependable. If I cannot do it, I will tell you. That's right, Boss Life Online. And that's the quality of a good friend. A good friend definitely will tell you, I would like to do that, but this time doesn't work for me. That's being a responsible adult. So many times that has happened to me in relationships with friends, that I will say, oh, let's do it at 2:00. And they know that they cannot commit to 2 p.m. And then later on, they say, oh, 2 p.m. didn't work for me. That's why I didn't come. But I don't understand why from the beginning, they didn't voice it. They didn't say that. When you know that you cannot commit to something, part of being an adult is being responsible and saying, I would like to do that, but that time does not work for me. Speak, communicate, respect each other's time. That's part of being a good friend as well. You have to respect other people's time. People don't have to wait on you for whatever it is that you're doing. They don't. They don't. Hey, Pandy. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. Pandy is another one of my members on the channel. And we welcome in Pandy. Tell us what are some good points and traits that you think is a good friend, Pandy. Share that with the chat. Yep. So let me get back to point number 4. I am loyal to the people I care about. Yes, part of a friendship, a good friendship with people, is that being loyal. Loyalty, and that's one of the sayings that I have on my channel. Loyalty is everything. If you know that you cannot, if like somebody saying, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's easy for somebody to say that I'm going to be there for you, I'm going to support you, but it's another thing to show by your actions. Actions is everything. It's easy for people to say this out of their mouth that I'm X, Y, and Z, but it's a whole nother thing for you to show by your actions that you are who you say you are. Part of being a good friendship is not just being a friend when things are easy, when things are roses and sunshine, but when a person's having hard times, your friend is ill, a person is going through a difficult time, that's when you show that you are a good friend. when someone needs you, when someone needs that support, when somebody needs your kindness, your time. I feel like time is one of the biggest commodities that we have in life. It's not something that you can get back. Once that time is gone, it's gone forever. So if somebody is your friend and they choose to give you their time, don't waste people's time. Respect each other's time and respect each other's thoughts. You're welcome, Pandy. No problem. So this is what Pandy says, traits of a good friend. They're welcoming, they're relatable, approachable, and supportive. Yes, I agree with that. And I think sometimes a difficulty may arise sometimes in friendships when you could be friends with one person, but they are friends with somebody else. And the friend that they are friends with, you may not gel well with them. You don't get along with them. So sometimes it's hard for you to kind of draw the line. I could say the line in the sand and say, I'm friends with you. And while I respect that you are friends with them, it's me, you and I care about you. And that's part of being a good friend, being honest. I'm your friend. I'm not their friend. Just because somebody is friends with another person does not mean that has to be your friend. And it takes a person who is responsible and mature enough to state that. You have to state that you're my friend. I'm not their friend. And it's nothing wrong with it. You can't be friends with everybody. Everybody is, not meant to get along together. And it's okay. It's part of maturity to accept that I get along with this person. I don't get along with that person. And you may know the reason. Thanks for that comment, Pandy. Paula says, I am responsible. Usually if someone says, I want to ask you to do something for me, I will say, what is it first? I laugh because I've been through a lot of what you are saying, Marlene. I understand. You have to ask, what is the expectations? And that's very important in friendships. You have to find out what somebody really wants. And does a person have a good motive? Because also in friendships, not everybody has the right motive. Some people have hidden agendas. Some people are just trying to get close to you in order to get something that you have, either try to learn something from you or get close to you to take something that you have. But you have to go into friendships with your eyes open, and don't go just by the words that somebody says, but by the actions. That's what shows what a good friend is. Thank you for that thought, Paula. I agree, but sometimes a friend has to dispense tough love when needed. Right. I agree with that, Edward. Yeah, there's sometimes where either yourself, you aren't acting right, and maybe your friend needs to get you in line and be like, look, what you're doing, I don't like it, you know. And maybe sometimes a friend may not like it and they may not be willing and open to receive it. But I think if you're a good friend to somebody, you should be able to say to that friend, whatever it is, this is what you're doing. And because I'm your friend, I have to tell you this because I care about you. And somebody who is really your friend will respect you for your honesty in telling that, because a good friend is going to help you to improve and be a better person. So, yes, I agree with that, Edward. Thank you for your comment. Angie Pooh, hi. Welcome. How are you? Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I hope you're doing great. Yeah. Let's see. This is what Boss Life Online has to say. That happens a lot on YouTube. You're not friends with somebody and your friend is. It can be awkward, but I am not going to stop being friends with you. I will let you find out for yourself. Right. I'm the same way, Boss Life Online. While, because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm sweet as pie. How you guys see me here on YouTube is how I am in real life. Like, I'll be very sweet with you, but I'm also going to be honest. I'm also going to be very supportive and kind to you, but I'm going to tell you when you disappoint me, or if you are friends with somebody, and I'll just be like, that's your friend. That's not my friend. And if somebody is your friend, they're going to want to know why. Why won't you be friends with them? And I will be honest and tell you why I can't be friends, because everybody is not, your cup of tea. Some people's personality is like, no, no. I agree, Gio. Exactly what you're looking for out of friendship. Right, Anita? Afrogenic. Hi, sis. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. Afrogenic has an awesome channel. If you guys don't know about her channel, let's see if I missed any other points before I continue. Okay, I think that was it. So I'm going to go on to number 5 on qualities, traits of a good friendship. So, number 5, I am easily able to trust others. I think that that's so essential to being a good friend in relationships, that you don't have a hard time being, trusting other people. If you show up to a friendship with trust issues, you're going to put those on the person that you're getting to know. So you have to deal and heal with your trust issues. If you have trust issues from the past, from what somebody else has done, it's not fair to put that on somebody else unless they are giving you a reason to act that way. So you have to deal with the skeletons in your closet. I say that all the time. You have to handle and deal and heal and mend those wounds, or you're going to put those same wounds on other people. And that's not fair. It's not fair because if another person did not do something to you to hurt your feelings, it's not fair to show up that way in the world, and give judgments to other people and make people think that they have wronged you or done something wrong to you when it was somebody else. So yeah, you have to show up to the table in a friendship with your trust open, that you're open and ready to trust somebody else as a friend. I always say I trust people until they give me a reason not to trust them. So, number 6, I experience and express empathy for others. And this is a little different with everybody because some people are not very, I would say, open to, express feelings by communicating, or they're not a touchy feely type of person, that they don't like to hug and all of those type of things. It doesn't mean that they are not kind or they're not loving. It's just that everybody expresses emotion and feelings in different ways, but it's important to express empathy for others. Say a person's going through a hard time. There's a lot of people right now who are grieving. They're going through loss. People have lost their jobs. There's a lot of things that in friendships we need to be there to support our friends in whatever struggles that we're going through. And it's important and an essential quality in a friendship to express empathy and also to experience it. So we want others to give us empathy and empathy to us, but also we have to also give. You can't expect to get love and kindness and empathy from others if you are not giving it. Let me see if you guys are saying something in the chat before I move on to the next one. Yes, Boss Life Online, I'm the same way. I trust you until you show me something different. I don't have any problem. It's not like I am gullible. I know the signs if somebody is using me or not being kind, or somebody's being rude or taking advantage of me. No, I'm not going to take that. But since I have gone through my therapy and I have healed the wounds of my heart, I trust other people until they give me a reason. And I know the red flags and the signs, so I'm not gullible or stupid or going to open up myself to be used. But I will be nice and kind to others until they give me a reason not to. So thank you for your comment, Boss Life Online. That's so good. I'm glad you're fine. Ephogenic says, I trust people easily too, but I've been backlashed a lot of times. Yes, I agree with that. Me too as well. Ephogenic. People, and it's just sometimes it's for no reason. Someone just stabs you in the back for no reason whatsoever, or just flat out lies about you. It says something unkind, or they'll say something to somebody else that you told them in secrecy. That's one of the biggest pet peeves that I have in friendships, is if I trust somebody with something that's on my heart, something that I would say that is private, and then they go and tell somebody else something that I shared with that person in privacy, and now they've told other people. That's not I think that's one of the things that will cause me to pull back from people. I don't think I would ever stop being a person's friend because they've betrayed the trust, but I know that I am not going to tell them things anymore. That part is done. And I think that that's the part of communication and being an adult, is that you have to learn to protect yourself from foolishness and, be honest. This person did this to me, and don't allow people to use you and manipulate you and treat you any way that's inferior, because you deserve better. You deserve better. Thank you for your comment, Aphrodenic. So number 6, I did that one. I express empathy, right? So number 7, I am able to be non-judgmental. Hmm. This is a big one for some people. I know sometimes it's easy when you look at somebody. It's easy to look at someone and give a judgment and tell somebody what they should be doing. But you don't walk in somebody else's shoes. You don't know the obstacles and the hurdles that that person may be enduring. There are things that people are handling that you have no idea what it is like in their day to day life. But it's so easy to look at somebody and to say they should be doing this, this, and this, and why aren't they doing this, and all of that. It's so easy to say what somebody should do. It's a whole nother thing just to be supportive. You know, sometimes that may be the only thing that a friend needs is just someone to listen to them. So be someone to be kind and considerate, understanding. Why judge another person? I believe that there is enough judgments out there in the world, in the friendships that we have with one another. Should be a safe haven and a safe place for a friend to be able to openly communicate and just be themselves and be able to open our heart. But sometimes that trust is broken and it hurts so much. Let's see. Yeah, so let's not be judgmental of others. Number 8, I am a good listener. I'm telling you, that is a big one, of being a good listener. So many people out there, they can give out the advice, they can tell people what to do, but when it comes to listening, not hearing, hearing is just whatever sounds that are coming out. Somebody could be saying something and you could be hearing it, but that doesn't mean that you listen. It's so important to listen to what somebody else says. That's how you can be supportive. And also, a good quality of a good listener is that you don't always have to have a response. I know that's something that I learned when I was in therapy. Everything that somebody says to us, you don't have to have a response for it. Sometimes you just have to just listen and be the person that somebody can, I'm trying to think of the word, that they can just say what they want to say, because sometimes you just want to vent to your friend and just say, it's this happened to me and this happened and I can't believe, and you're mad, and just somebody that you can lean on. And sometimes that's all a friend may need, just someone that they can lean on, that will just listen to them without a response, without giving their opinion, you know? So be that as a friend, and also look for that in a friend, that somebody you can lean on and is going to listen. Be a good listener. Okay. Number 9, I am supportive of others in their good times. I see that a lot, that people will be there for other people, but they'll be there when it's convenient for them, if it's something that they want, or if a friend can be jealous of something that good that has happened, and they may be supportive of you when you're down, but they do not want to be there when it's your time to shine, when people are giving you thought, some admiration, people are putting you on a pedestal. Some friends do not like that. They get jealous when somebody says something to you, maybe that there's something that you're not. Maybe you don't possess that quality. And then that little green monster comes out, and there comes the jealousy. So you don't want to support them because it's not you. And I do know people like that they will be there for you when you're having your hard times, but when it's your time to shine, they are nowhere around because it's not them. There are people like that. So be careful with those type of things. And, be careful, because a friendship is something very important, and don't let people use you. That's right, Anita. Vent. Sometimes you just need a friend to vent to. So true. Some things don't need a response. Just be there or say, I understand. Or I say, I am with you. Been there myself. Right. You don't always have to and I'm not trying to pick at men, but I do find that sometimes men are only looking for solution. Like you tell them something, they say, then you should do this. And I think that it's just in the DNA of men. Men look for solutions to problems right away. And that sometimes as women just want someone just to listen to, just listen, just be there, just support. That's a tip I will give to some of the men because I say that all the time to my brothers or even some of my guy friends. I just need you just to listen. Um, and it's important to listen and to be a support, not always to have something to say. Thanks for your comment, Boss Life Online. That is so hard for people to do, is to be there when you are successful. Don't they know if they keep working, they too will shine, right? Boss Life Online. And that is something that it's hard for some people to accept. They when they see, okay, say you started off doing something at the same time as somebody else, you both started off doing the same thing, but you have to realize you are two different people. You have two different personalities, two different circumstances, all of that. So and also the level of dedication. One person may be dedicating more time, more effort to it. So, of course, maybe they're going to get success maybe before you, or it could just be the personality. Maybe in whatever it is that you're doing, maybe people just like that person's personality. We have to realize that everybody is different. There's enough shine out there for everybody there's enough out there for everybody. So why not encourage other people? Be supportive. And I do understand, you want the shine, you want the glory, but everything happens in its right time. It maybe if something has not happened to you yet because it's not your time, maybe it's something you need to learn. And that does take humility to accept that sometimes I'm not ready to receive what I want. Maybe it's something you need to learn. Maybe it's something you need to become and do before you can receive that gift or that blessing. So just get yourself ready. Because there is a saying that if you are always ready, you don't have to get ready. So when you say that you want something, if you're a believer, a person of faith, you may be praying about something and you want something, and you say, but it's not happening. You may say, God is not answering my prayer, but sometimes he has not given us that because we are not ready. You have to think about it that way. Some things you just may not be ready for. God gives us what he knows that we're ready to receive. He's not going to give you something and then you're overwhelmed with it. You have to think about it in those terms sometimes. Humble yourself and realize and say, yeah, I'm not ready yet. And it's okay. But get ready. Get ready for your blessing. Yes. I love it when a person gets something they've wanted. Yes. But you have to be there in your life. You have to be mature enough. I think it's hard sometimes, maybe if it's something you want, is say you want a home or you want a car or you want a certain relationship or somebody has something and you look at them and they receive it. But we forget sometimes you don't know what that person has gone through, what they have endured in order to receive what they have, all of the trials, all the no's. There's so many no's sometimes that person has received, and the rejection and the pain and the hurt, that now they have learned whatever quality, what maybe now they're more courageous, maybe they're stronger now. Maybe you're not strong enough. Maybe you're not courageous enough. Maybe you're not powerful. Maybe you haven't learned what to do with what you're about to receive. So once you learn that, your time will come. We have to learn that as well, in everything in its time. And that requires of us to be honest with ourselves that I need to learn more patience. I need patience, and it's okay. What is for me, and nobody can take it away. It's what I say all the time. When it's your time to shine, it's your time to shine, and nobody can stop that. Nobody. Even if people want to stop it, they can't, because what is yours is yours. Yes. Yes, Pandy. My motto is, we all have gifts. Why should I be jealous of somebody else? Well, that takes maturity too as well, Paula. It takes maturity to look at somebody else and not be envious of what they have. That takes maturity. And some people just aren't there yet. And some people, honestly, some people are just lazy. And that's just what it is. They want what you have, but they're not willing to put in the work to get what you have. And that's real talk. That's real talk. They want what you have, but they're not willing to put in the work to get what you have. Laziness is just not going to work. Hey, Cola, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I hope you're well and your family. Okay, guys, let's see where we are. I think I did. Yeah, I passed 9. I just did. I am supportive of others in their good times. Number 10, I am supportive of others in their bad times. So we all know that it's easy to be there for other people, when they're down. I wouldn't say it's easy, but most people can be there and support you in your down times. But are you also there for them in their not so good times? You have to be there both times. That's the qualities and traits of a good friend. You're not only there in the good times, but you're also there for them in the bad times, when maybe they don't have any money. Maybe their car broke down. Maybe when they just got through a hard time in their life, they just need some support. They need a listening ear. Are you that for them? We have to remember that it's a cycle. What you do to others is what you're going to receive back. So if you want to gain support in the future, are you supportive? And I know sometimes, we're all busy. We all lead busy lives. We have responsibilities. Yes, all of those things. But everything in life cannot be about you. And so many people need to learn that lesson. Everything is not about you. You have to be there for others in order for when it's your time, because we never know when we're going to need somebody. We don't know when we're going to need somebody to be our friend, to be supportive during our times of need, during our painful and hurtful times. We also are going to need support. So you have to think about it that way, that we too need support, so we have to give support. Hey, Vernell, welcome. How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show, Vernell. I hope you and your family are well. Yes, that is true. We have to support as much as we can. Yeah. And I'm not saying it in an unbalanced way. When it comes to support, it doesn't mean that you give so much to others that you never have time for yourself and you never have time for your family. Within reason, you are there for others as a friend, as much as you can. In everything, we have to be balanced. Balance is essential in all relationships. You can't, on the job, you can't work too much, or you're going to be taken advantage of. Same thing with friendships. You can't always be there. You can't always bail your friend out, but you can be a good listener. You can tell them, set up certain times, say, I can give you 5 or 10 minutes on my lunch break, or I can call you when I get home from work, or something like that. But it's important to give support to others. It can't just be, we are looking for support, but you don't give any support. It does not work that way. It doesn't at all. So, let's see where I am. Number 11, I am self confident. That is very important in a friendship. So many times in friendships, the ones that are toxic, the ones that are not good, um, in those type of friendships, they they want to give, people can only give what they themselves possess. So they will tell you that you can't do something, or that's not a bad idea, or X, Y, and Z, because they personally feel that way about themselves. People can only give you what they possess. And I had to learn that in friendships, you're looking for a friend to do this for you, but they do not possess it. Okay, have a great evening, Anita. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. Yeah, and they just can't. A person can't give you what they don't possess. A friend's character is tested when you are at your worst. I always say that too for now. You find out who your real friends are when you're having hard times. Is when you look around and you're at your worst, your hardest and your darkest hour. And that's when you can look over and there is your friend. And remember to show appreciation to that friend. So many times a person can be there and be supportive of you, but what's the last kind thing that you said? What's the last kind thing you said to them? Say, thank you so much for being my friend. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for being supportive. It's important in friendship to show appreciation to your friend. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your appreciation. Thank you for listening to me when I'm venting. That's what keeps friendships going. When a friend does not feel like they are being used, show appreciation, say thank you. When's the last time you did that for a good friend? Thank you. Or did something kind for them because they're your friend. Yeah, do that. Show appreciation to a friend. So number 12. Number 12. I am usually able to see the humor in life. So this is number 12 of 13 essential traits of a good friend. So I am usually able to see the humor in life. I think when you're younger is when you can laugh at everything, and you just are that way when you're younger. When we get older, we develop and we learn to raise our reserve, and we kind of pull back from people. We stop supporting, and all of those things are learned when you get older, with your personality, with things that you have been through in your life. You learn how to, put your wall up, pull up barriers. But it's important to laugh and see the funny side of life. You can't take life too seriously. And I would also say you can't take yourself as well. Don't take yourself too serious either. You have to look at yourself and be honest, about yourself, about things maybe you need to work on. Be honest in that. I need to work on this. Be honest with that and receive it. And if your friend tells you that, don't get mad, because that happens sometimes. Somebody will say, you need to work on this, and I'm telling you this because you're my friend. And a friend usually will tell you something that maybe somebody else won't. Maybe that's why other people are not drawn to you, and other people don't want to be your friend because of that. And that's love. That's consideration, that somebody maybe tells you sometimes things that's maybe not very comfortable. It's not comfortable to hear things that is not the nicest about us, but it doesn't stop it from being true. So we have to cherish those type of friends that they can to have those tough conversations. I think it was Edward Smart who said that earlier, that they can be honest and tell you, you know, those tough things, maybe that some things that maybe you need to work on. Let's see. Okay. Some people want you to check on them, but never check on you. Be talking about, I have not heard from you in a few days. Oh my goodness. Cola, I could write a book on that. I could write a book on that. I went through an experiment time after I went through some grieving. I said, I'm not calling anybody who does not call me. And there are some people that I have never heard back from since that time period. Because I said, you know, why have people in your phone if you're the only one that calls them? You know, the phone rings both ways. Text messages go both ways. Email goes both ways. Letters go both ways. So it doesn't matter. However you want to communicate, it's important to communicate, especially now in this modern age of technology. There's so many different ways you can be a friend. Even if you're far away from a friend, you can still, you know, show your friendship by communicating with them. So yeah, it's all just a lot of smoke, people blowing smoke and saying they don't have time or they're very busy. Like you're not busy. Come on. Let's be honest. Everybody is busy. Everybody has things to do. But I always say you can choose. You make a choice in what you want to do every day. It's a personal choice. Yeah, they could at least send a text. Exactly. And they won't. They will not send a text. You can't take life too seriously. Life is like a duck. You have to let stuff roll off your back and keep going with God in front of you. Exactly. I do say that too for now. You have to be like a duck in life. You know, you can't let everything get you down. You got to laugh at some things. You have to laugh at yourself too. Listen, you got to laugh at yourself, because I know sometimes I'll do some stuff and I'll be like, ooh, I say, you're a mess today, huh? You have to laugh at yourself and don't be so uptight. And I would say, don't expect so many things from other people that you doing it. Sometimes we have the expectation that people should be doing all of these things, that we have this long laundry list of things. They should do this. But the same things that you're expecting, are you giving it as well? We receive back what we put out there. So if you have all these expectations, you have to make sure you as well are doing that. That takes a lot of work. You have to be accountable. It's very important to be accountable for your own actions, and don't sugarcoat things when it comes to you, but other people, you're hard on them. Be honest with yourself and others. Okay, I think this is the last one, guys. Yep, number 13. I am fun to be around. Number 13, I am fun to be around. So if somebody was talking about you, would they say you're a fun person to be around? You're pleasant. You know how to laugh. You know, who wants to have somebody very robotic and rigid, always, very monotone, boring, I guess you could say, always doing the same thing? Kind of learn to be flexible. And I learned this too growing up and getting older. Sometimes if you step outside the box and try something else, you may like it. Just because you've been doing something a certain way all your life, it doesn't mean that's the only way to do things. Especially if you have friends and you may wonder why they do things a certain way. Everything does not have to be the way you necessarily do them. Like they always say, it's more than one way to do things. It's more than one way. Things don't have to be done exactly the way you want them, exactly when you want them done. You have to understand other people have lives, other people have different circumstances, different personalities. So just how we want to receive consideration, kindness, respect, honesty, we have to give it as well. So I'm just going to go back over the 13 points. So number 1 is I am trustworthy. Number 2, I am honest with others. Number 3, I am generally very dependable. Number 4, I am loyal to the people I care about. Number 5, I am easily able to trust others. Number 6, I experience and express empathy for others. Number 7, I am able to be non-judgmental. Number 8, I am a good listener. Number 9, I am supportive of others in their good times. Number 10, I am supportive of others in their bad times. Number 11, I am self-confident. Number 12, I am usually able to see the humor in life. And number 13, I am fun to be around. All of this information is already, I put it in the description box if you want to go through and look at this information from Psychology Today. We have to learn to be flexible, like my preacher said today. You can be saved, but still have fun, right? You have to, we have to learn to be, flex to other people, just like different people have different lives, One person, it may be retired, but another person may work full time. Some people may work part time. Some people are students. Nobody has the same circumstances. So we have to learn to be flexible with other people's schedule and their times, and don't get frustrated with others. That's part of consideration and kindness. I am much better now than I was when I was younger. A friend of mine was with a friend of hers, and the lady could not believe I was laughing because of my car being down. What could I do at that moment? Yeah, there's some times where you just have to laugh, have a good laugh. It's like one time I was having a really bad day, and I opened my umbrella, and my umbrella was, all the metal prongs were broken. So I just took that umbrella, tossed it to the side, and allowed myself to walk in the rain and just let it be what it is. Sometimes you have to just stop fighting it and just let things happen. It's like, this is what it is today, and I'm just going to let it happen. We have to stop trying to control every little thing in our lives. And I know that's hard because being human beings, we want things to be a certain way, but you can't control all of the circumstances. You can't control other people's responses and the way people think and what they do and the way they treat you. So, yeah. So I'm sorry that happened to you, Paula, but you had a positive attitude. Oh, I missed a comment. Vernell says, corrective criticism have to come from a good place in order for you to hear the person right. And that means you get the person by they are. Okay, yeah. A person has to have their heart open. They have to have their heart open. You have to have your heart open and ready to receive things. Somebody may tell you something, but at that time, you're not ready. That's happened to me so many times. Somebody will tell me something that I should do or whatever. But if I wasn't ready to receive it, it's something that you hear. It says it goes in one ear and it goes out the other. Just as fast as someone told me, it's as fast as it left. Somebody has to open their mind and their heart. They have to be ready to receive that. And sometimes we just are not in a place where we're ready to receive it. Sometimes you have to get through all those levels, especially if you're upset about something. I know my friends who know me, when I'm on 10, as I would say, Give me a little time. Come back to me in about an hour or 2 hours after I cool down. I'm just not ready right now to go through that. So you have to know yourself, and other people have to know you as well. Yeah. Yep. A bad day I had. I was like, just throw this umbrella to the side and just walk in the rain and enjoy the rain on your skin. You have to laugh to keep from crying. Yeah. Sometimes that's the only thing that you can do. Instead of worrying about it, trying to analyze, trying to fix it, sometimes you just need to be in that moment and let whatever it is be whatever it is. That's all it is. You just have to let whatever is happening happen. Maybe there's a lesson. Maybe we need to open our eyes and say, okay, what is it I'm not getting? What is it that I need to learn? And look at things that way. Sometimes just laugh at yourself and be like, or be honest with yourself and say, is this something that I did as to why this is happening to me? Why this is my circumstance? Yeah. Thank you, Edward. Yes, stop trying to always figure others out and who you are. Yeah. I say that a lot. It's don't try to fix other people. We have to learn to work on ourselves. If we are not, ready, or our mind is not open, our mind is not ready to receive things, how can we expect other people the same way? We want other people to be ready to receive our message, but are you personally, have your heart open? You have to have your heart open, just like you want that from others. So you have to be ready, and you have to be honest with yourself. And it's not something that just comes about just like that. It's not something that just happens. It's not by chance. You have to work on yourself, and that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you need to change this. This is not good. Or if you're, especially in friendships, I'm not being a good friend right now. I need to call more or text more or be supportive or do X, Y, and Z. So do that and be that. That's part of maturity and blooming and being full grown. We have to be honest with ourselves. We can't just sugarcoat things and make excuses and say, well, I'm very busy and they should understand that. No. We have to be honest with ourselves and say we are not being a good friend to other people when that is the reality. And it may be harsh to some to say, a lot of people don't want to accept that they have problems, that they don't always do the right thing. And we don't. We're human. We don't always do the right thing. We don't always say the kind thing or what we should or support when we should. And be mature and accept it. And that's how you keep going. And apologize if you let somebody down, especially in a friendship. I was supposed to be there for you and I didn't, and I'm so sorry. And I'm not making excuses, but I just want you to know that I apologize and I'm sorry. Sometimes those apologies can go a long way, but when you're just like, oh, I'm busy, if that's what you have to say to a friend, people will pull back from you. Nobody wants to hear that. If you promise to do something and then you don't, I know I don't. I don't like when somebody blows smoke. They tell me they're going to be there and support me, and then something at the last minute they just decide, oh, I don't want to do it, and then they'll say, oh, I was busy. It doesn't work. You have to be a good friend in order to receive good friendships. So yeah, I really enjoyed this Sunday talk show, guys. I thank you all for coming. Is there anything else that you guys want to share? Let me know. Hey, Robert. Welcome. No problem. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Paula. Boss Life Online. Paula was encouraged. It's not just Paula. I think it was also Delightful Dawn who said, so you helping me clean my desk also, it has helped Paula and Delightful Dawn and maybe some others. So I hope you have a great evening, Paula. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. Yep. So you guys let me know, is there anything else that you guys want to share, qualities of a good friendship, before we get out of here? You guys let me know. Thank you, Pandy. You guys let me know, is there anything else that you want to share? Thank you, Boss Life Online. I appreciate that. It was honestly, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. When Boss Life Online told me I needed to do a Sunday talk show, I was not on board. I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, every Sunday, have a topic, do an interview. I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, nobody will even come to this and nobody will even like it. But I was wrong. I received that. I humble myself. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate that. So if there's no other comments, I just want to encourage you guys. If you guys are looking for a good friend, I encourage you to be a good friend. You know, be supportive of others, be a good listener, be kind, be honest and respectful, you know. Listen, not just hear what somebody else has to say. Learn to have differing opinions, but still learn to get along. That's part of maturity, personal growth. So everyone does not have to have the same opinions and believe the same things. It's just not that way. We can all agree to disagree. Yes, guys. I appreciate you guys all for coming. Hey, Angie. Welcome. So welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I appreciate you for being here. I'm just about to get out of here, but you can catch the replay. Yes, guys, I thank you so much for coming. And before I go, I want to talk to you guys about membership. I have membership on my channel, and I have 3 levels. It's a $199, it's a $499, and it is a $14.99. On those different levels comes with different things. So I welcome you to join membership on my channel. And if you are already a membership, I would really appreciate if you would up your membership, because on my next level, I have something new and exciting on the $499 level. I have one person on the $499 level, and I'm going to start doing something with her. So you don't want to be the only one not on that level for us to start having membership only live streams. And that is coming on the $499 level. So I also want to share with you, I have a home-based business, CTFO, which is changing the future outcome. It's affiliate marketing, working from home. It's free to start. There's no credit card needed to join it. I always have my link to CTFO linked in the description box of my videos, and it's also linked on the homepage of my channel. So I welcome you to join me in this business of CTFO. You will really enjoy it just like I do. I thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate all your support on the live streams, on the videos. The Outstanding Feature Channel Member Show will be coming back next week, and that's very exciting. A video will be coming out this week for the next coming Sunday for the Outstanding Feature Channel Member Show to start. So me and my other co-hosts, which are Boss Life Online, Pandy's Hair Candy, and more, and Be Amazing Sylvia, we shout out members on our channel, and you have to be there, but to be there, you have to join membership. So join my membership today to be included and shouted out in the Outstanding Feature Channel member show. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. And you know, on this channel, I do positive, motivating, and encouraging topics, story times, and live streams. And I appreciate each and every one of you subscribing to my channel. The shout out video is coming up in 2 weeks. And to be a part of it, you have to be subscribed to the channel. So I thank you so much for being here and watching. And especially those on the replay, leave me a comment below on what you think is a good quality in friendships. And I will see you guys on the next video, guys, or live stream. Bye-bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.